Oh, good to know, I did not know that either.
Okay, I was like, I don't know this question. She's like,
Yeah.
I guess they decided that they didn't have anything.
Yeah. Doesn't have anything worth.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
What time's your Mickey say?
4:59.
What's the same as that one then? We'll open it, we're about 30 seconds fast, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is.
To the pledge allegiance, to the pledge allegiance, to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All the warrants have been signed, I think that was last one. Anybody note any errors or omissions of the town of Newry selecting meeting minutes for April 2nd?
I'll make a motion to approve them as read.
I'll second that motion. And move the second that we approve the town of Newry selectmen meeting minutes for April 2nd, 2024. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
Favor. Yeah, people are living here.
Well, you can find the mistakes and
That's right.
What's today's date, 16th?
16th.
16. Thanks, Dave, in Maine.
That's one good thing I have a holiday on Monday. On the 15th, gives you another day.
Yeah.
We have 3 additional agendas, but they're on this pink slip of paper. We'll do them when we get to them. Any announcements? Public comment? No public hearings or anything? Items for discussion and possible action, open road maintenance contract bids.
We received one bid for cross excavation. And I'm scared to look at it, but
This is for all of our roads.
this is our winter roads, I mean, our roads for the next 3 years,
Okay.
Plowing and,
plowing, and I brought the previous contract. So,
This is just for winter roads, it's not summer roads.
it's a road maintenance contract. They actually bid on the winter road part, but it's the contract that you guys went over way back that we had sent to Cat Speakers, and it got tweaked a little bit from before. Here's the page with the money. Winter season is April 15th to October 15th to April 30th. 24 to 25 winter season, 150,000. 25 to 26 winter season, 155,250. And 26 to 27 winter season, 160,685.
So what is that? Well, that's like 5,000 a year, right, for the next 3 years,
Yeah.
which is gonna be kinda hard for them to really do anyway, cause you don't really know.
Right, and this winter now, we paid 138,000.
So they went up quite a bit.
They took a jump.
But this was the last of the
3
3-year
years,
contract.
yeah, because the first year it was 130, then 134, and then 138.
So they were going up $2,000 a year, or they were
Yeah.
going.
And they also put in 3 years worth of, equipment rates, because they only had, and they didn't do that before. When we were going through the FEMA stuff is when they found out that,
They
oh,
really should've.
they should have. So they kinda Yeah,
That's probably where the difference, of course.
I think so,
Is some,
yeah, yeah. So they put the rates, all
they're
the
covering
rates in
their
there,
own dots.
Yeah. and really so, I
Well, I
mean,
mean, as they should, if
yeah,
I was the owner of a company, I would.
yeah. So they gave the 26 equipment rates.
Do not like the state, stays the same,
Right,
low, low.
right. So, that's the only bid we received.
Guess we don't have much choice but to accept it.
My thoughts.
So I'll make a motion that we accept the bids as they are read.
Did you get the amount
No, but maybe I'll get
after?
a copy of that.
Yeah. Done.
I'll
Yep.
second it. It's been moved and seconded that we accept the bid from Cross Excavation for 3 years as read. All those in favor?
In favor?
In favor.
In favor.
So while we're on the road part, I also got a thing from AvCog about the salt. I did not send it to Cross because we hadn't accepted,
That's out of
we hadn't
bid.
accepted the bid anyway.
Yeah.
But it was on how much we used, which I don't need to send across, because AvCog gave me an estimate of the last 5 years, so we can fill it out. and
Yeah,
we'll be over it.
that's it, it's a little bit.
Yeah, so. But that's what that
Any
is.
motion on that one?
No, because it was really on the roads, but unless you want to,
Well, no, I'm just asking, that's all.
no. It's an estimated quantities thing, so. All right, there's that.
So we ready for the next thing?
Mm-hmm.
Pulling of road postings?
Do we want to pull our road postings? The county has pulled theirs, supposedly DOT is supposed to be pulling theirs, I don't know if they pulled it off this road. Jeff Fleet was in this morning, he said they weren't pulling it off this road, but,
Hasn't made any difference.
no, it doesn't. So, I don't know if they are or not, Joel was told that they were, and then Craig from Cross said he got an email from the guy from DOT that said they were gonna pull.
Oh, we can pull ours, and if the state keeps theirs.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's not really up to us,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's not up to us, no,
Yeah.
but I just wanna make sure you're gonna pull ours.
I think we should, that way people can start fixing all their damage.
Yeah.
No, we can
We're
go
just gonna put
to,
another bridge in.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
roads are not gonna be any worse than they were.
Nope.
Actually, I felt like this road was pretty good shape the other day when I drove up to the branch road.
Yeah, the branch road's not so great, but,
Well, the branch road was terrible, but
Yeah.
our road was okay.
yeah,
Except
Somebody
you go
will make
through the
one.
middle part there where it's always rough.
yeah.
I didn't even think that was that bad. I'll make a motion that we pull the road postings for the town of Newry.
I'll second that.
Tomorrow, April 17th.
Yes, tomorrow.
we go to the second that we pull the road posting signs April 17th. All those in favor?
In favor?
In favor.
In favor. Affinity LED lighting.
Okay, I left that on the agenda because we talked about it, and, and we're gonna talk about it again. Cause Mandy had questions, so, I did call for references, and one guy called me back about playing phone tag, and I have not heard from the other two. So I've tried, Topsom is one that called me back, yes, but I've got playing phone tag. I haven't heard from Bodenham or West Cassett yet.
What did Thompson, they, okay with them or?
They're playing phone tag.
We're playing phone tag, I
Oh,
haven't,
you haven't
yeah.
got the answer?
No, not yet, no. So, and I haven't heard from the other ones, but I keep trying. And fire stations do have LED lighting, but they're older version, they use more
Lumens.
lumens, I can never remember that word. And so I'm thinking if we put it in under, capital projects under the budget, to do all the lighting, I mean,
When you say all the lighting, this building,
yeah, fire stations,
what about
And the Grange
and the Grange Hall?
yeah.
The Grange Hall lighting is,
The Grange Halls really is what's gonna make a difference as far as actually seeing better.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Because
I mean, I have lights out, I mean, because these are the same lights we have at Grange Hall, I believe, and they're all getting,
But he explained that there are sensors in them, so they sense the daylight and then they
Yeah.
kind of
Dim,
lower it,
yeah.
but they also are motion censored,
Censored.
like So if they sense nobody's in that room
Somebody
after a
doesn't
while,
shut the light off.
it shuts it off, so,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it should have some savings.
And then if they enter the building, they come back on,
Right,
which would be good in the middle.
Yeah,
In the morning to the
Yeah.
winter.
yeah, yeah. So, I'm recommending that we put it in under capital improvement, have a separate warrant article for it.
Yes. Need a motion, or
Yes, I would like one, please.
I'll make a motion that we put the Newry buildings lighting on
A separate warrant
a
article.
separate warrant for the town meeting.
I will second that.
I guess you understood what I was trying to say.
I hope they did.
We got it, Dave, we got it.
Alright, the move is saying that we put in the Affinity LED lighting for all the Newry town buildings. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor?
In favor.
One thing I would suggest, though, with this station here, when they put them in, just put them so that they come in the aisles and
Right.
not over the trucks.
Right, and that's what we talked about before,
Yeah.
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 But I mean, it would be a great reminder.
I guess we can't really go on to we'll go on to these additional
Items, yeah.
items.
Yeah.
The first one is the fourth extension from Casella that expires in June 2024, which is coming up.
It is. So of course, Sharon and Bethel has talked to Casella some, and you have a copy of their new rate schedule.
They're thinking it's gonna be a better rate.
Oh, no, it's gone up some, but it's, they're the only game in town. So, they were for, hang on a minute. I've got it somewhere, what they were. Was it 450 something for?
490.
It's 490 now, but I was thinking what last year's was. Last year was 475 a haul. Now it's going to 490.
So we're not 15.
And then the disposal fees went from 92 to 97, 110 to 120. Construction and demo up to 125, which they said has been unbelievably high amounts. And we were 115. So, but they are the only game in town, so. And I will have a meeting with Sharon and Bethel and Hanover. Take an aisle. We'll see what they have to say, but,
Oh, Hanover's gonna bitch, we know that.
yeah. This is, well, yeah,
It
looks like,
at the top.
that's what I'm assuming, just a one-year extension, which we've been doing for this will be the fourth time.
Yeah, it says July first
Yeah.
to June 30th.
Yeah,
I think they like it that way for some reason, because they don't seem to be offering us anything else.
no,
Well, this way they can up it every
Price
year.
every
so
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It makes
Yeah.
more sense to them, really.
Well, I'm surprised at how little it went up. I mean, I thought it would go up a lot.
I did too, actually.
You think it's a little, but you add up the number of tons. and it's
Right, but
quite
I
a
thought
lot.
they would go up, you know, from not 92 to 97. I thought they would go from like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
110 or something,
right.
yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion that we accept this proposal from Casella, if we are kind of forced to.
For budget purposes, I guess we should.
Yeah.
So is that a second?
Yeah.
It was kind of
It's a
on the
reluctance.
field, okay.
Well, it was a reluctant motion, so. It's,
Yeah.
So, they're moving saying that we accept the price proposal for July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025 for Casella. All those in favor?
In favor, just out of curiosity,
In favor.
In favor.
just out of curiosity, how have we been on our budget and what we spent? How close have we been?
We're gonna be a little short this year, and I upped it, I can't remember what I upped it last year, 10%, I wanna say. So I'm gonna be a little short, I think, if construction keeps going. And after I rode around with my brother the other day up to Merrill Hill, you know, there's,
Now you understand, right? Why?
and some houses have, one guy has a dumpster, but he also has, on the ground is tons of, you know, you'd like to back up and get some kindling wood.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do. With my fire pit, you know?
Yeah, the amount of waste on those
Yeah, it's
job
amazing.
sites is amazing.
It
The
is.
amount that people just throw away, like build a fire pit, get a
Yeah.
fire every night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I know some of the contractors do that, but
Yeah, but a lot of them is
a
just,
lot of them do not.
no.
Kind of mind boggling.
Yeah, we drove by it, some of these big houses have,
they'd probably be like, take it,
yeah, I know,
you know, cause they gotta get rid of it.
yeah.
It's good
I
burning
didn't think Uncle
stuff.
Mike would let me put it in the back of his truck.
No
Pressure treated.
Right.
You would have,
No, he wouldn't.
No, you can't scratch his truck.
even the back, no.
Right, so estimated school payment,
Yeah, what'd you think of that, baby?
Can you explain this to me?
Which one you looking at? The one with the highlights?
Well, they're all
they both got highlights on them, so.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
I was looking at this one. The 90-10, 88-12, 100%.
Okay, that's the percentage each year, since they, instead of withdrawing, they changed the funding formula. So this year, we're 88%,
Valuation.
Valuation.
88-12.
yes,
And
and it's
12 is-
12% population.
Right.
So what is this 100%? That's if
That was if we
didn't do anything?
If it was all.
You're just trying to make it look better?
Yeah. Well, it does for us, but some of the other towns are not happy campers. I missed the meeting, with Mark Kenny, but I,
We had a meeting.
one town wasn't, too happy.
Just
I wonder
one?
which one that one was,
It wasn't Bethel.
probably Woodstock.
They weren't real in
Well,
favor,
I'm
but they're
just-
the ones that kinda drew it up, I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
the ones that suggested this. when it
I'm
came
kind
Yeah.
of mind boggled that Greenwood's state valuation is so low. They have a ski area, is that considered Greenwood or Woodstock?
No, that's great.
That's
And
Greenwood.
they have a lot of waterfront property in Greenwood.
Yeah.
Probably haven't had an evaluation in quite.
Well, that's an old value, oh, that's not, that's a year ago's valuation.
I just feel like that's a very low number
Well, it kind of is,
considering.
because that's not even our real valuation.
Ours is higher than that.
Our real valuation, are you ready?
So you don't, yeah.
Not really, but.
$961,450 this year. Last year was $713,850.
Cause the state is usually at least a year
Yeah,
behind.
yeah, so.
So that's why ours for 24 is 624, 966,
Yeah.
267.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
they are behind.
yeah. So,
Well, I'm still just mind boggled at the Greenwood one, I just don't.
Yeah, but there's a lot of places in Greenwood, once you get away from the water, that's pretty. I
Yeah.
don't word this politically correct.
We have
Yeah.
those places in our town too.
not as
Well,
many.
I think there's a lot more in Greenwood that are,
Yeah,
Once you get
Just
to
repair.
Yeah.
like the Greenwood City.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, we're looking at a. oh,
8812, is that what I'm supposed to be looking at?
Yeah, so our total payment will be $4,024,922. That's if it gets past it, you know, which I'm sure it probably will, but.
So we're still gonna be paying as much as Bethel probably, if not more,
Yeah,
not
'cause-
much less.
yeah, 'cause they're paying $4,332,000.
But they have almost 52% of the student count.
Yeah.
In Bethel.
Right.
Right, and we have what, 5.7?
79.
So essentially 6%
Yeah,
of the 30 students per grade that there is.
yeah. So I just thought I'd share that with you.
We're gonna put it in the budget line.
That we do.
But a lot of evaluation is
Oh, yeah,
where you just drove up
Oh, yeah.
there and looked at it.
yeah. I mean, I looked at it when I was taking Eddie for rides, we went up there. And one place that, when Eddie and I went up though, was just a, foundation. But now they got a shell, but they got a long ways to go.
Well, just look out that window at
Up
that
there,
mountain.
yeah, I know, that's at the peaks,
You know,
Elliot has something to say.
yeah.
I'll have to get the code enforcement officer to take the television station for a tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I said, I used to.
Uncle Mike will take you for a tour.
Yeah.
He knows all the friggin' places.
He
They're
does.
up there all the
Deliver-
time, cause
Deliver stuff.
they're always doing work up there.
Yeah,
I used to close the office in the afternoon, and I took Anita and Laura, we'd take the tax maps and we go around. Well, I definitely gotta do it with these two, because they have no idea where any of this stuff is.
This side of the mountain,
Yeah.
That
You
side?
know,
yeah,
yeah,
a few places. but
except
they keep,
when there's an eclipse.
they keep,
yeah,
Oh my
they keep
freaking word.
moving they keep adding roads over there, so it's
Yeah.
like, where's that?
yeah. Yeah. It's kinda, whew. Yep.
I mean, there's no heck of a lot we can do about it.
No.
The state keep putting us up, but
Yep,
we keep leaving
yeah, I know, let me
people
go.
building $1 million homes.
Yeah, that's right.
Multi-million-dollar homes.
Mhm. Scary, but it's a true story.
And I guess in some ways, we do get money back from that, because it keeps a little bit of a
Yeah.
mill rate down, so we're not paying, but
I know.
it hurts us in other places.
It does. Wait till you see what the county's gonna charge us. When we get to that line.
Oh, yeah. Well, they go by the same thing.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, we're done with that for
Now
now?
I've got one more question on there. Purchase orders for fire department?
Right, well,
Oh,
that
oh,
was
for the
one.
school, yes, I'm sorry, yes. Yeah,
Our fire department,
yeah,
we always used to have purchase orders.
yeah.
Either like when I was
I know we used to when I was here, so
chief, it was either, and Randy was assistant chief, one of us can always come in and make a
It was,
purchase.
we had $100, less than $100, you didn't need it, and if it was over 100, you did.
Well, either way, I mean, we gotta come in for one of the bigger ones. I mean,
Okay.
it's gonna make it easier for them in here.
I'm not disagreeing.
no, he just, I asked if there was a limit or not, cause I know it used to.
I feel like we did talk about this one time.
Because like if we go in to get half a gallon of oil now, it's $30, you know?
Yeah,
Well, still, I mean, we've got a assistant chief right here. I mean, as long as someone got the slip, whoever was doing it, she could come in and say, put it on there, and then,
yeah,
or even if it was after the fact. If we just make it out there so you can have a better, because people probably sometimes aren't good at turning in the slips.
Well,
I don't know this.
You don't turn in the slip, you shouldn't get repaid for it.
Well,
That's how it works in my business.
Yeah, but the slips are made out to the town.
It's easier to keep track of, oh, did you go, who went
Or
to
to
Western Maine?
Maine, yeah.
Is it for the fire department, is it
for
for
the town
the
office. for the
Grange
rest,
Hall,
yeah.
or trying to
But-
get the money
Yeah.
taken from the right accounts, I guess, is the issue.
Well, I know we always used to, and then I know it's kinda, I know they had an issue when I was not here.
Anything that I've ever, first off, I brought the slip in.
Yes, you've always done that,
And two, I've used the $100 rule.
okay.
And if it was a little bit, sometimes maybe 110 or
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah,
I didn't go and get a PO for that, but usually they knew when we were doing it.
right. Well, I just wanna
We
see
can
why,
keep it at that, but then
Yeah.
when it comes in, you can write
Yeah.
out the PO and whoever.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's, somebody
Okay.
used
I
it.
just wanna let them know that we need a PO, cause we haven't done.
I don't think it will hurt anything.
Well, I
It'll be
didn't
a
think so,
better-
but I thought I'd,
Even for the audit, it will be a
Yes.
better,
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
cover your butt stuff.
I didn't
Yes.
have a problem with it, and like I
No.
said, I just assumed
Yeah.
that it still was the $100.
well, yeah,
Let's just do it.
okay. I got it. We will do
Well,
that.
the only thing is, everything's costing more, maybe you wanna go to 150 or something like that, I don't know, but.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure, and I didn't wanna push any buttons without asking first. Cause I really hadn't run into it too much till recently.
Well, you probably got 2 of the 7 or 8 people in the department, so I guess we should be able to make,
Yeah.
speak for them, well, not
Yeah.
speak for them, but
But, yeah,
I think,
Well, we gotta
I don't
keep
think it's
track.
gonna hurt anything.
No, I don't.
No,
You know,
Well, that's how most places do it.
yeah, well, I know we always did, so,
and like I say, it's gonna be out front and,
yeah,
you know,
Right.
we've got proof of what they're actually spending and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it, I just,
okay. I just didn't wanna, you know,
As far as that goes, every once in a while, I think we had a couple of them, we came in and signed a couple if we knew something like that was gonna happen.
yeah,
yeah, I
And
think
then
so,
when they
yeah.
picked it up,
yeah,
they brought the slip in, so we'd know.
yeah,
yeah, no, I always made it, if I got anything, would be probably Napa or Western Maine.
Right.
I put the slip right straight in. This is for the fire department, put
Yeah.
it on the desk.
We could have, either
Yeah.
Joe Al or Alan come in and,
yeah,
even if we just wrote 1 or 2 out for emergency things,
Yeah,
but then they'd know,
yeah,
they could fill it out at that time, but for the
I
$100
mean,
items.
if
Yeah.
it's a Friday morning that they need something,
yeah,
they can go ahead and get it and then fill the paperwork out on Monday.
right, I mean, wouldn't hold anybody, yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we did that on occasion,
I
too,
think so.
filled out a couple of
Yeah.
extras, then, but if it was something big, then one of the top had to come in and
Yeah.
sign it. Or we'd have to vote on, the town would have to vote on it anyway.
right,
Correct.
okay.
Now we want to finalize the budget.
Yeah.
Does that put us back up to the road maintenance?
Yes. Oops, what did I do with that?
Where are we on page 4?
Yes. I had to find it myself.
Now we got some numbers to put in there anyway.
God, we do. So winter roads, they have 150,000.
160, ain't it?
No, for this year, it's 150.
So that would go in the yellow box.
Yeah,
And they give us the numbers on the salt.
they didn't, I was gonna go the 29,000,
Okay,
very similar to, because we've been staying right in that same ballpark.
yeah, this year we should have been,
Yeah, we were less, of course, but, so I kept it at 29. Street signs, I put 1,000, I highly doubt we'll even use that. Summer roads, last year,
next year's gonna be hard to do that, going by what we got this year.
yeah, well, cause I figure this, the FEMA stuff, that's all gonna go into capital,
Yeah,
because that's all expensive. But last year, summer roads, but I can't go by this totally either, because we had the May storm in here. But last year, we spent 222,000 on summer roads. Because they weren't.
that counted like Allen, doing road signs.
That's under the miscellaneous.
Okay,
So, I figure if we put, didn't even look at this one. Yeah, the miscellaneous, I put 9,000 because if we, the 2 road studies, one was Sunday River intersection, going, you know, in the Monkey Brook intersection. Avcog said they'd do that for $5,000, if we wanted to get it counted during ski season. So I put the miscellaneous up to 9, in case we decide to do that.
And originally, I mean, this, I don't have a problem with the 9,000, but we had discussed that it would be, Sunday River would help pay for that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they would, but I figure if we put the 5 in,
Yeah,
you know, may change between now and then, we may not do it at all, and if Sunday River kicks in, we can, goes back in the general fund. But summer roads. Go 20,000? For regular maintenance? Cause they don't say anything about that in here.
Well, we have paving and all that that we plan on doing.
Yeah, but that'll be under capital. Which is, we're not doing our regular paving plan this year because of the new stuff that we're gonna have done. And Joel met with him. I guess you guys got some of this, baby. Give me those looking some more.
So in here, it says 24 budget, 297,400,
Yeah, cause we did,
and then actual was 222,8 whatever.
but we had, flooding that came out of the summer stuff that. Should've been.
So that flooding stuff was in the budget?
No. But some of that we're getting back from FEMA.
that was where we needed the money
Money,
to pay for
yeah.
it, and that's where we kinda got it from.
So we go. That's paving. So we did the summer roads culverts, we did almost 20,000, 19,000 in summer road culverts last year. Our parking lot out here was 10, so that included that. So I think if we go 20,000 for summer roads, we should be fine.
So they still gotta do the shoulders and stuff up on the Wheeler Road.
Yeah, but all that will be under the capital, because we hired that engineer,
Yeah.
and he's coming in with, met with Joel today, and he's gonna tell us what to use to do the ditches and stuff, the right materials, so Cross can get to work.
The
After.
riprap type of material.
Pardon?
Riprap type of material.
Yeah, well, whatever he says, I mean, I don't know, I
And
didn't,
then what,
but-
he's probably gonna have to redo some of the branch road where they just
Yes.
passed it.
yeah, he's gonna do a lot of, he's gonna
The Wheeler-
engineer the branch road, engineer
Wheeler
Roderick
Road,
Road.
Wheeler Road,
He's not gonna re-engineer it, he's gonna tell us what to use on the
Yeah.
ditches for that.
yeah.
So he
What
was,
about the curb?
oh, letter S was the other one that he's gonna
What
re,
about the curb by the covered bridge that we had to do?
he's gonna give us, that's
That's-
another part of the
that's
ditching,
part-
yeah,
yeah,
and all
okay.
that stuff up there. So those will come in under his stuff, and I'll put all that under capital, so.
Okay.
So, the capital, what I figured for roads, this is where my $1 million come in. And I talked about the bank, about the loan.
Like an equity loan.
Yeah, it's like an equity loan. And it is, we only pay what we borrow, and if, FEMA money comes in, we pay it off, yada, yada. And it's 6.65%, so I just did the $1 million, and this is what they, if we borrow $1 million, with the interest would be 133,000. So it'd be 1,133,000, so I divided that by 24, and that comes out to about $47,208 a month. So I figured if we put the $1 million in there, or half of it for this year and whatever, I mean, we'll know it's gonna be $50,000 a month, pretty much. So under capital, that's where I figured all road stuff would go, the extra road stuff. Like the regular summer roads would be the crack sealing, that type of thing,
Line painting and
Yeah,
that stuff,
yeah.
Just to throw something else out there, I guess we got the possibility of having roads washed away up by Outward Bound, cause the river is coming towards the road. So we gotta get DEP or somebody in there to
That section where we did that,
stuff for the fish, with the fishing
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
yeah, what was that? They did it down by Peanuts too.
Right, they put rocks and
Yeah,
trees.
yeah,
and-
yeah, right.
They
It's like erosion control.
dug the trees down and left
Yeah.
the roots and.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's not working, I guess. And I think part of it is that these different floods we had have deposited a buildup of gravel, sand, rocks, whatever, and it's putting the water to come in closer to the road.
I didn't,
Probably the simple fix would be is to get DEP, them to let someone go in there and put the channel back where it was.
yeah,
Dig out them big water.
They did some stuff right where the bridge in Bethel, where the end of Scoggin comes in. On the right-hand side where the walking path, that all washed out. And they put big rocks in there, like a riprap type of stuff. Just recently,
Yeah, that's all filled in now.
yeah.
The walking path is open, it's
But I
not
mean,
paved right
it's
there.
something we gotta check into.
yeah, I'll have, I wish I'd have known that today, but that's all right, we can have that guy look at it too. But- Yeah,
Joel knew about it yesterday, I don't know
oh,
about.
and maybe she talked to him today, she didn't mention that,
But they were out,
they were out looking, and she talked to Letteras and Robert Road and all the other ones, but she didn't say anything about near Outward Bound.
Well, That's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
Before, we really couldn't do anything because you gotta get landowner permission.
Right,
So unless we just let it come, and when it comes,
yeah,
that guy's lost a lot of
Well, that
time.
washed out
yeah,
many years ago when they changed the road. They moved the road
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
after.
yeah.
But Alan has his opinions on that,
Oh, I'm sure.
on how to fix it.
So under the,
One of the things, you look down the river there, there's trees that have all come in
Oh, yeah.
and it's changing the courses big time in some cases.
The channels have changed, just
Yeah.
like up by the house and everything, yeah,
yeah,
they're always changing.
oh, every year,
So,
yeah, we were down at the river the other day, so, yeah. So I was putting, under capital improvement on page 2 is where I was putting the affinity lighting and the roads, I put $1 million in there, but we don't have to, the million won't be on the budget though. I'd have to figure out what it is exactly,
No, but the loan money probably should be,
yeah,
because we're gonna have to pay that.
yeah, but not in 1 year.
No, I know that. but
Yeah,
I'm
so I got-
talking about the interest is what I
Yes,
meant.
yes, so that's what I've gotta have in there, yes. Yeah. So technically, it could be right around 566,520. So say 567,000. But the guy that I talked to from the bank was out today. But this is stuff that he had sent me before. So if we want to accept this,
well, we can accept it with the approval of the warrant for it, I guess. From, you
well,
know,
we've got to fix it anyway, so,
Right.
I mean, we can't fix it if we don't have any money. And I don't want to ask the people for $1 million, not knowing, but.
We don't wanna ask people for $1 million all at once.
Right, right. This takes us through 2 construction seasons, and then, of course, if FEMA money doesn't come through at that point, you can redo it at a but this proposal is good until May 1st. So if you wanna think about it, Joe?
So this is something we're gonna decide, not,
Yes.
this is really,
It's-
we're deciding this for the town.
Yeah.
We gotta have the money to do it, or, well, people are not gonna fix it. I mean, they're not gonna come in and fix it if they,
Right.
Then you could end up with ditches and things with lawsuits because it wasn't fixed.
Right, it wasn't fixed properly, or,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should do it.
I kind of agree, I guess, and start the process of it.
I'd rather do
We
the
can
loan.
apply for it, and if they approve it, then it's like a,
Yeah, this is a 2024 bond anticipation.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what they call it, it's like a loan where you only
Equity.
use equity, no, I don't know, equity, there's another, money manager or something, where they only give you what you ask for.
Yeah.
Line of credit, that's what I'm looking at.
There you go. I weren't coming up with that either. So if you wanna accept this, and then I can talk to him again tomorrow.
I guess I'll make a motion, we accept it to start the process.
I'll second that.
they move to say that we accept the
2024 bond anticipation note for $1 million.
all those in favor?
Reluctantly in favor.
In favor.
In favor. Well, like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
I know, I know we gotta do it, and then that,
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel any better.
But Mother Nature sometimes can be cruel, so,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's.
Could have been a lot crueler, I guess.
Right, yeah. Well, it has been, I mean, you look at Great Brook,
Yeah,
Skyline,
Yeah,
those are good things they're not our roads,
yeah,
you know, we'd be,
in a world of hurt, or worse than we are. I feel bad for the other little towns that are getting hammered hard.
I mean, we're not in this alone.
no, I,
Right.
just between you and I expect at some point in time, they're gonna really push hard to get these private roads in the towns.
Well, I do know that a couple of them passed, and I
I
told
know.
them, you have to petition the selectmen, it has to go to a town vote. Feel free, but don't expect it to happen.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but.
That's what I tell
It looks for me sometime down the road,
Oh, we've had 2 asks this
We've
year
had two,
already.
yeah.
yeah.
But that's what we tell them. What was the other thing I was gonna tell you guys? Oh, trash in Bethel, I put in 240,000,
What page you on?
six. Sanitation. I'll buy it 3 times. I will verify that again tomorrow. I looked at it like 4 times today, but I mean, I don't know exactly what our tonnage is.
Well, that, to me,
Well, if I could get the report
Report.
from
We
Casella that
should
I've
have-
contacted 5
Yeah.
times.
when we started requesting dumpsters on the job sites,
Yeah,
that should have cut back on it, but now we can't get enough dumpsters to go around.
right. That's half the issue. So, yeah. So I put 240, but I will double check that again, because I don't like the number. Unfortunately, it might be more, I don't know. But I will definitely talk to you about it before, anyway. And the other thing was municipal building, which is us here, and I gotta find it. Pages are sticking together. Page 5. Under building maintenance, I only have 25,000, but I put it out there for, well, first we asked for cameras for here in the fire station. Well, I was quite shocked.
Will you come down with the price?
Yeah, they're just way out of whack.
That was through our security company.
Yeah, our security cameras.
Yes.
Total purchase price, $7,000. And this only says for 2 cameras. Joel said I told him we needed 3. So I'm gonna check with another company, because I just thought that was outrageous.
That seems like a lot.
And then we checked on window treatments like we had talked about before. And Jessica Nichols came in, talked to us, and then she came in today with some samples of stuff. And what we picked out for all the window shades in the whole building is right around $3,400. And she would install them for us at $25 an hour and do all that. Because, like right now, it's quite bright right there. These are not, they'll let some light in, but they'll take off the glare, so it'd be easier for Brooks and easier when they have Zoom on the TV and all that
I was
stuff.
gonna say, do we need it on the north side?
Yeah, we need shades up there because of the sun in the summer coming through late in the afternoon.
So it's pretty much just these bigger windows.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't think that was bad
You
considering
guys
what,
picked out bigger windows.
I think they've always been big windows here. I don't remember, was they big when we was kids? They all said big then.
I think they were,
Yeah.
I don't think they changed the
I
size.
didn't think
I
so.
think they've stayed,
Yeah, so, I didn't know if I should leave it at 25 or if we should up it to 30.
Go 30 and make sure you got enough, I guess, and then.
Yeah, that's,
Listen, if we're asking for $1 million, what's $5,000? In the
Well,
grand scheme of things.
well, it's different accounts.
I'm trying to keep things down, but it's not,
Well, the other thing is, it looked all the same
Same,
on the whole
yeah.
building, so we'll make it look.
and this is a neutral color, so when we decide to paint, you know, I wanted to put it out to paint this year in here,
Right.
but we've got roads to do and everything else, and the shades that we had, some of them broken, and it just, idiots, they're old, and don't do the trick. So then when we get to the last page, which is where the school budget is, and county tax, I emailed them today and asked them what our county tax was gonna be. I was floored, because it's $878,000. And I asked for a copy of their budget so I could see why ours was such a jump. That made me look up the state valuation for us, which is $961,450.
Is that what they use for the?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So they said they will get me a copy of their budget, but they were in meetings today, which I understood that. So, of course, we don't have any say on the county budget anyway, or the school, really.
No.
And go vote it down, I guess.
Yeah.
Make Mimi work some more.
Well, yeah, she'd like that.
I will tell you that 92% of the school budget is fixed costs. So they don't have a lot to work with to begin with. It's mostly salaries, benefits, insurance, all those
Yeah,
things
that
that
add
they
up.
can't change, they're contracted.
Yeah. And my other question was, do we want to take money? I'm not quite sure what's in undesignated yet because I haven't moved the money that we voted on for the roads to cover us through the rest of the winter. So I'm not sure if we're gonna wanna take 200,000 out, it might be 100,000. And then,
Well, we won't leave it now so that if something else bad comes up, that we've
Right.
got it, but.
so if we don't take anything out, we don't have to, because we've gotta figure out, I've gotta have a warrant article on where you wanna put the church sale money. We're gonna have a recommendation from you guys for that.
That was what we talked about, putting in the capital, wasn't it?
You talked about putting it into town buildings capital, and so on here, I got, for capital, I got the fire department's asking for 75,000, and we kept ours at 75,000. But if we are gonna ask to have the church sale money put into town buildings, take out this budget line of 75,000. That's my thought. Or we could split the church sale to fire department's capital and the town capital.
Well, right now, we kinda got it set so we can pay the storm damage, right?
No,
We take
it-
it
I
out
thought
of
we
that.
had voted on that.
No, that's different,
Okay.
yeah,
We still have that money for the sale.
yeah.
I think we ought to put it in, I guess, a capital improvement, but. So that if push comes to shove, we could have somebody to fall back on too, but.
I just gotta know for a warrant article, what do you want me to ask them?
I think that money should go into the capital
I think,
building account maybe or something like that, you know, for the
Yeah.
whole town.
It's town buildings,
Yeah,
which fire departments are town buildings.
yeah, but to designate it for one or the other,
Well, our capital improvement account is town buildings.
okay, that would be the way I would leave it. And then if for some reason we had to draw out of it,
We could ask
we
if they
could
wanted to
ask
take it
if
from.
they wanted to.
Yeah. Do you want the warrant article to say, put in, to use the church sale monies to go in town buildings capital reserve account?
yes.
We took 50,000 out of the 200,000 for undesignated.
Really don't know what that is yet, right?
Right, I'm not 100% sure, because because we took 250,000 out for the road, winter roads, and we took out 40,000 for that era from before,
Okay.
so, I,
I wanted to leave a substantial amount there.
Yes.
But then again, it looks like we're trying to,
yeah. So I'll take out the town buildings capital at 75,000, because we were asking for the church money to go to town buildings.
Right.
Yeah. They turn it down, that money's sitting there.
But then you don't have it.
Right. I don't wanna ask for, I feel like I'm double
Yeah.
dipping.
I know what you mean.
It's all good?
yes, so, but we were gonna have a major jump in our mill rate.
Well,
But we have picked up some new.
oh yeah, we've got new
stuff.
valuations, so Rob's he's got something in mind, I don't know. I've only talked to him for a quick minute the other day out on the street. Yes, big time though. So that's all I have for budget. Did you guys have any questions on it? The next meeting, I plan on having you sign a warrant, which I'm hoping will be next week. Because we've got to start printing. May 14th isn't very far away.
Should we have another meeting next week?
Yes. Because Dick wants to take vacation.
Final.
I'll have this
My
finalized and the
vacation.
warrant finalized with the right amounts.
My vacation's kind of going from whatever the Sunday is, the last Sunday of the month, for about 10 days.
Yeah. So if we have this meeting Monday or Tuesday next week,
You know,
you guys can sign the warrant and then
I'll be back for the town meeting, which is
Right.
14.
14th.
Well, yes, we have a meeting next
Monday.
April 23rd, whatever it is.
23rd is Tuesday.
Okay, and another question, remember I brought up something about, going to daytime?
Yes.
That would make more sense to the other select board members, or would they rather just keep it at 5 o'clock?
What time in the daytime?
10 o'clock-ish?
Works for me.
Yeah,
Well,
I just plan my day around it, that's
Yeah.
all.
I mean, either way, that's in between on bus runs, or we can stay at 5 o'clock, I don't care.
No, I don't like the 5 o'clock meeting, I'm all for the daytime.
Can I just say, it's not conducive to the public coming if you do that. Granted, we don't have a lot of public that comes.
Brooks, are you
But-
available at 10 AM on Tuesdays?
Not sure, but, we're working on getting a camera set up,
Oh, like
permanent.
the one in Bethel? Is there, do you have
Yeah.
that set up in Bethel?
Yeah. And Joel will be trained to turn it on and off. So you won't have to listen to me.
You're so noisy over
I
there.
mean,
Not to just the public, but we don't get a lot of public.
I do get that, but you're also taking us out of our,
But we're not paying
During the
extra
day.
time either.
nope,
actually, I guess we're not really paying extra time, because,
Well, it's
Yeah.
comp time or whatever, you know.
well,
But
let
Amy
alone-
I'm on salary, so I don't get anything extra. And then she's,
or if Laura's not
Yeah,
here,
and if
who's
Laura's
gonna
not here.
cover the
office, yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. The only problem I have with 10 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not working, is I gotta stop and get cleaned up and go to a meeting.
You can't clean up on our account.
Well,
You don't have any work clothes.
you're thinking maybe you should have gone sometime.
I sit next to the window.
Well, that's food for thought for you guys. But, so, I did sign us up for a class.
I know he skipped all this, he didn't want us to give the.
Oh, reports, yeah, I forgot about that part. I don't know where my agenda is. Buried. Well, it's my fault, because I skipped right along to next meeting. But, there's a town and city clerks conference in Bangor, and it has a lot of classes that will help all three of us in the office. So we would have to close the office on the 9th.
Of May.
May 9th, yes. And we would be spending the night, because it's in Bangor, the night before.
It's just a 1 day.
Yeah.
You'll be done with that.
Yeah.
Joe would be here anyway, right?
Yeah, but she can't run the office.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but I mean, she'd be here to tell people that they need to come back later.
Yeah, well, yeah,
We
we'd
should
adver-
probably put a sign on. the
yeah,
door.
we'd advertise it anyway, but. So, what else do we have? Oh,
I don't have a problem with it for educational purposes.
yeah, and it had good classes, and if it wasn't the good classes, I wouldn't have gone. But it had motor vehicle and
Yep, I did.
fish and game, and what was the other one? There was like 3 or 4 of them.
There was, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked because they haven't done this in a long time. And then the May storm of 23, the May Day storm, we've got approved through Maine for 11,000. We haven't heard from FEMA yet, but Maine,
Was that Mima?
MEMA funds, $11,615, so that'll cover, that'll help us.
Whenever we get the check.
Yeah. That was quicker than I expected them to even agree on anything, so. We had one person bring back their nomination papers for selectmen. They would do it today. So at this point, Mandy Berry is running against herself,
Well, the last 3 times we've had election, it's been that way.
so, yeah. That's all I have.
Skipped over you, do you have anything?
We have 319 tax bills left that need to be paid.
One of them mine?
No. I know my list pretty good.
She does know her
Well, I
list.
figured it was all paid before, but I don't.
But you never know.
I don't know that, so
Huh? If I see people,
you're not
Try to-
bashful.
no.
She's
Oh, you
not
wanna pay
sure.
taxes today? I did that last week.
She did.
This-
Oh, maybe next next week,
We have
okay?
We'll see if he comes.
We have a certain number of ones that are running late all the time anyway.
It is,
Yes.
it's everywhere.
Mhm.
Well, and people forget, because you send out one bill a year, so.
Yes.
And I,
They pay once they get their 30-day notice, so they don't go to lien.
yeah.
So, that's about on there.
So, you guys gotta decide if you're doing 10 o'clock or 5 o'clock, or, and agree that you're coming next Tuesday.
I won't be
Makes
here
no
at 10 o'clock
difference
on
to me.
Tuesday. If that matters.
Right. Because you have yours,
I
okay,
know, yeah.
yeah, so Amy won't be here.
The damn can do anything you don't, because otherwise, you know, you come from work, you come here at 5 o'clock and,
Yeah,
or whether you come at 10 o'clock.
Do you-
it makes no difference to me, one way or the other. Just changes the way I plan my day.
Yeah.
You guys all wanna think about it for another week, and then we can decide next week?
Some ways I think it'd be better, other ways not, but
Well,
people have come, you know, work their schedules around me before, so like when I had to be in the
Right.
morning there.
yeah,
I'm
I,
not-
I liked it, but I liked it when it was earlier than 10 o'clock, you know, and it was like,
Back in the day, it was 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like right in the middle of the day.
My dogs wake me up at 5:30, so anytime after that works for me.
Gary has a bus run, so he can't do it at 5:30.
I wouldn't, the quickest I'd probably get here would be 9:30, that might be pushing it, but.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna do afternoon runs, I mean, after school runs.
Afternoon, I don't have to be there until 2:30ish.
Yeah, but I meant like sports runs, so you're gonna be doing those?
All that depends on Saturday 44.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't want to, but, yeah, finish up there, yeah, so,
I just wouldn't do one on a Tuesday, that's all.
yeah. I just thought of that one, but,
Now, this week I could have, but of course they got their regular drivers
yeah,
that wanna work this week, so.
oh, because there's
So,
no.
of course, they're gonna go to the regular
Yes,
drivers.
first, yeah,
They have to put them out there
yeah,
for the regular drivers. I can't just come in and take a run
Right.
because I'm married to the
yeah. Yep,
athletic director.
yeah,
Or sports coordinator, I guess.
yeah, okay. So, yeah, next time I want you to sign the warrants and we'll verify the budget, sign the warrant. And if something else major comes up, but mainly to sign the warrant.
And I guess if you can give us a good reason to go, well, 10 o'clock, but that's still like you said, it's another day, it's,
Well, I can live with it, I need a break about then anyway.
So I'm supposed to have coffee for you? Donuts?
No,
Coffee and donuts? And,
makes
May-
it, whatever.
Yeah, maybe we should think about it and we'll decide next week what we're gonna do. Does that work?
Doesn't me, but you guys figure it. As far as I'm concerned, it's up to you to what it is, because I'll just flow with whatever happens.
Dick's just agreeable.
that's almost like we're almost better off to stay where we are. I guess, I don't know.
Well, but like I said, it don't matter to me, it's up to you two guys.
I mean, anybody who has a personal life doesn't want to have a meeting at 5 o'clock. I don't really have much of a personal life.
So, either way, so.
I used to,
Well-
but I haven't had one for 45 years.
More than 45,
Yeah.
Edit!
It's
Well, I
live.
think I'm gonna be busted.
It's more than 45, yeah?
I don't remember, could be 46.
Well,
Won't
if
be until June, I guess.
I would have been 46 yesterday. 78, when did you get married?
77.
Okay. So
So
we're back, yeah, right, am I wrong? What's Jason?
My wife
Yeah, Jason's gonna be
we're living in her 50s this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, and I'm
Maybe
like, whoa.
we
That seems like a lifetime.
Yeah, I know, well,
Jesus, I make a motion that we end this meeting at 6:03.
That's what I told her, please stop this.
You better.
For her getting deeper trouble.
yeah,
It's not going to.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Gary will be like, you can have the meeting anytime, it's
Yeah.
not
We're adjourned.
Who seconded it? Zink,
I
did
did.
you? Oh, good.
Gary, you better cover the button.
You were too much.